Welcome back to the channel and to the Farmers Market series. Today I'm going to be cooking the Japanese Shishito Peppers. I have a huge bowl of them right here. And a Shishito pepper is about one, well, I have some small ones that are here that are 1 inch, but then they can go as long as 4 or 5 inches. So these are kind of the average size right here. And you can eat them raw, which they're actually really good. So tastes like basically like a green bell pepper, but not as that flavor that people don't like about green bell pepper. These taste very fresh. Let's see what else. They're green. They can turn to red. You don't really get them red though, very rarely. 1 out of every 10 can be spicy. I would say like a mild jalapeno. But most of them are sweet and savory. So what I'm going to do is prepare 2 different ways. One is a classic Japanese izakaya style appetizer, where they're just blistered shishitos. Super hot pan, flat top, or wok. Toss it in some oil, salt, pepper, and blister them up. Goes great with beer, like Sapporo. The other way I'm going to do skewers and make kind of yakitori style with chicken thighs. I'm going to marinate it in a teriyaki sauce with garlic and then put these in between. So let's get to this video, and thank you for watching the Farmers Market series. Okay, let's make the yakitori skewers. So one thing that you need to do first is soak some bamboo skewers, unless you have metal. I don't like to use the metal ones because the metal gets really hot and starts cooking from the inside before you really want it to. So grab some bamboo skewers and soak them. That's the traditional way. You soak them so they don't burn while you're on the grill. The other way is to use this company. And this is more of their reading material. Soakewers. It's the original prehydrated skewer. It's a 10-inch wooden skewer manufactured here in the United States. There's no waiting time. Let's see, it keeps food naturally juicy because they're pre-soaked, but that's also another reason why you soak them. And we're going to use them today. I'm going to link them in the description below. And we're going to use these. This is the natural soaked in water. There's another one which is soaked in smoke. So that's another one. So this one smells fantastic and it's not even open. I'm going to use that on a different video because I don't want the smokiness on this yakitori because this is a sweet teriyaki style. So what's awesome about this is, let's say you get home and you want to make some yakitori, some chicken skewers, or any skewers for that fact, and your chicken is ready, you're hungry, and you don't want to wait half an hour to 45 minutes for wooden skewers to soak, or you don't have them. This is ready to go. Just cut your meat, skewer it. By the time that you start the coals on your charcoal or the briquettes, and you prep the chicken or whatever you're going to grill, these are ready to go. Less time than having the charcoal and prepping everything. Okay, so I'm going to make a quick marinade for the skewers, the yakitori shishito skewers. So today I'm going to be using Aloha teriyaki sauce. And what I'm going to do right here is pour a little bit in, and then I'm going to crush some garlic. So I'm going to take 2 cloves of garlic, like this. There's 1 clove, and the other clove of garlic. Let's cut that off. We can repack this in with the garlic that's on the side. Let's see if we can get some more garlic out. We can just get just a little bit more. Now, that's going to be the marinade for this chicken. We don't need to marinate it too long. So let's put the marinade here. I have the skewers here. And now let's break down some of this chicken. Let's cut it into chunks. This is beautiful organic chicken. Beautiful organic chicken that I have here. There's chicken thighs. This is boneless and skinless. So what I want to do is I want to match it up to these shishito peppers. So I'm going to take a couple of them, and you can see the width of the chicken thigh is about the width of the shishito pepper. So I'm going to cut it into bite-sized pieces. One. So this thigh gave me 3 pieces. I'm going to put that into the marinade right here. Right here. This piece of fat right here, I don't want to chew on fat later. So I'm going to cut that off, put that to the side. Cut another chunk. And then see, now you have a choice. You can cut it this way, but this is the width of the shishito pepper. So I'm going to cut this in half here and make this 2 more pieces. Take the other chicken thigh. Basically, you can envision, or you can see it right now, it's going to be a shishito pepper, piece of chicken, and another shishito pepper. That's what we're going to be making. I think I'm going to do 3 chicken and 3 shishito peppers on each skewer. So I'm going to continue cutting the chicken, and then we'll get to marinating the chicken, which right now, let's start to toss this chicken in here. Get this marinated. And then we're going to clean the shishito peppers. Okay, let's clean these up. So, see the stem is right here. You're just going to break the top off like that. That's it. Okay, so let's take our Soakewers, the pre-soaked skewer, and let's make these. So I'm going to start with the shishito. I'm going to go right there. I'm going to take a piece of this marinated teriyaki garlic chicken and thread that right through there. Then I'm going to take another shishito pepper and skewer that on. So let's take this piece. We're going to skewer this on. Let's go this way. Then another shishito. Let's go 1 more piece of chicken on the end. So actually, I'm going to change it up and I'm going to put 4. I know I said earlier I was going to do 3. I want to put 4. Then we're going to place it here so it'll be ready for the grill. Okay, so I have the chicken skewers here. Let me pick one of these up if I can. Alright, marinated chicken thighs, the shishito peppers from the farmer's market. In this bowl I have some of the teriyaki garlic marinade. Not the one that was sitting in the chicken. This is the same marinade but without chicken. I'm going to brush that on top. So let's head out to the grill and get these fired on. No, not fired on. Let's get, the grill is already fired up. Let's get these on the grill. Alright, one of those days. Okay, let's check it out. Charcoal barbecue grill is ready to go. What I did was I created a 2 staging area. This is the cooler side, just in case if the chicken starts overcooking, I can put it onto this cooler side. Then I have a hot side. That's going to be for searing and grilling and cooking. So let's get the chicken skewers on here. 1, 2, 3. All right, a few minutes have gone by. Let's just check on what this looks like. So you can see, this first one is grilling up really nice. So turn that over. You can see the char marks onto the shishito right there. Alright, now I'm going to baste it with some of this teriyaki garlic sauce. So this chicken that's in the front, closest to the heat source, that's going to be done first. So what I want to do is I want to start to turn these to get the back side of them cooked. There we go. So learning how to grill with hot zones, cool zones, medium zones, and where everything is at really helps you evenly cook your chicken or beef or whatever you're cooking. So I'm going to baste this another time. So basting, putting more sauce, adding these levels of flavors. The sugar that's in this marinade is going to start to caramelize on top of the chicken. So I have this chicken that's going to come off now, the yakitori. We're going to put them on the plate so we can serve them up, taste it, see how everything is doing. Okay, let's talk about the shishito peppers that are going to be blistered. So I have a bowl of shishito peppers right here. Let's talk about this amazing salt. Okay, this salt comes from Japan. This is the back label. I don't know if it'll focus, hopefully. Amabito no Moshio. This is seaweed salt. So this seaweed salt comes from an island that is off of Hiroshima. And what they do is they take salt water, seawater, and brown seaweed, and they boil it, and they boil it until it becomes this salt. Now, mo in Japanese means seaweed. Shio means salt. So it's seaweed salt. And back in the day, I have notes here. So I'm going to go over this. Back in the day, and I'm talking before the 7th century, this is how in Japan they originally made the salt. So this salt is from the island of Kamigari, and that's near Hiroshima, east of Hiroshima. It's made by boiling the seawater and the seaweed, like I said. Though the ancient way was changed after the 7th century because of modernization, and also because it was cheaper to do than producing it this way. But recently, there was a Netflix show, it was called Fat, Salt, Acid, Heat. This was featured on there. So somebody gave it to me, sent it to me. I appreciate it. What we're going to do is I'm going to season these shishito peppers with this seaweed salt. I'm super excited to do it, to cook this. What we're going to do is mix avocado oil, sesame oil, this Japanese salt, and some cracked black pepper. And then we're going to put it onto a flat top grill, also known as a plancha. We're going to get it super, super hot. You want to get this smoking hot, as hot as you can get it. And then we're going to add the shishito peppers on there, blister them up, take them off. Should be on there maybe 3 minutes. It's not a long cooking time. If you cook them too long, they're going to get oily and they're going to get really soggy, and it's not good to eat that way. So we're going to get this all marinated. I have the griddle outside. I'm going to do it outside, and it's getting hot. If you don't have a griddle outside, you can do it inside on your stovetop. A wok would be great for this, because a wok you can get super hot. The carbon wok will get super hot, and then you can flash this in there and blister them up and take them out. If you don't have any of those, then just get a saute pan, whatever pan that you can get, and get it as hot as you can. Turn on the fan in your house, and because it's probably going to get pretty smoky, and then cook them up. So I'm going to show you how to marinate it right now. Okay, I'm going to take avocado oil, which is right here. You don't have to use avocado oil. I just like it because it has a very high smoke content, or smoke heating point to it. You can use canola, you can use vegetable oil. I would stay away from olive oil because of the flavor. And then the next one is a toasted sesame oil. I particularly like this, adds a little depth to it. So we don't need much, because little bit of toasted sesame oil goes a long way. A lot is way overpowering. Put some cracked black pepper on here. A few cranks of that. And then now this is the salt. So this is what it looks like. It has this little brown tan kind of color to it. See if it'll focus. Move this. See if that'll focus. Alright, so this is the salt. So we're going to sprinkle on here. And I'm also going to save the salt to sprinkle on top when we're all done. And then I have a surprise that I'm going to put on top. So get this mixed up. Make sure everything's coated real nice with everything. Okay, so here are the shishito peppers. They're marinated. I'm outside now. And here's the plancha, the flat top grill. Super hot. You can see the smoke coming off of it. It's very simple. We're just going to add this on here. And you can start to hear that they start popping. You can see them jumping around. Exactly what you want. You want to get whatever cooking vessel that you're going to use and get it as hot as you can. Now, it's been on there about 45 seconds. We're going to start moving them. You can see this one is already blistered. Like I said, it doesn't take long at all if you have it really super hot. Alright, now it's time to take them off. You can see that these are blistered. This is, let me show you. That is exactly what you want to look for, that blisteredness. Let's get these off before they overcook. Alright, now let's go inside and plate this up. Alright, to plate this up, I'm going to mound them, some peppers right here, on this plate. That looks like a very good portion, healthy portion. I'm going to take some of this Moshio Japanese sea salt and just lightly sprinkle a dusting of this on top. And I'm going to take some furikake. Furikake is a rice seasoning. I'll put it in my hand and show you. Furikake is a rice seasoning that has, it's mainly sesame seeds that are toasted, some nori, some seaweed, dry seaweed that's cut up, and then there's sugar, there's some salt, there's all kinds of different blends. There's kelp powder, some of them have egg in it. And so anyway, so I'm going to take this and sprinkle right on top. And voila, that is blistered shishito pepper. We are done with the shishito cooking. The grill, both grills were great. The flat top was the shishito that are blistered with the Moshio, the Japanese salt. Fantastic, fantastic. So addicted to these. I could eat them all day long. Now, the chicken yakitori with the shishitos, right here. I put, oh man, that was a spicy one. I put the goma sesame seeds, toasted sesame seeds on there. I'm gonna go in for a bite. Mmm. That is delicious. Alright, so this is amazing. The shishito, the pepperiness of the shishito with the chicken and the sweet teriyaki glaze on there. Man, that is really good. If you wanted to make this as an entree, pair it with some steamed rice, and you have some of these chicken yakitori with the shishito from the farmer's market, that's a great night. Pair it with a beer if you want. So, thank you for watching this. One more thing that I want to go over though, which is very important. Because when you grill and you're a chef and you grill, even if you're not a chef, and you have skewers that when you go on the grill, a lot of times they break because you didn't soak them, or if you did soak them, they're not thick like these ones. This one, you can see it got charred on the end, but it barely breaks off. That was the tip. This part doesn't break off. Usually they're brittle. So I really do like these skewers. I'm going to definitely use them in the future. This one again, this is charred here, but you can bend it and it doesn't break. It held up during the cooking process. You can see here where the chicken and the shishito was. On this side, same thing. So this brand, I think is an amazing brand. It's definitely worth having around at the house. Like I said, if you are coming home and you feel like putting something on a skewer and hanging out in the backyard and grilling something, it's ready to go. Thank you for watching another Farmer's Market series. This one was the Shishito Pepper, the Japanese Shishito Pepper. This right here, I don't have any more raw ones, but this is a cooked one, the blistered style. Beautiful Shishito Pepper. I know you can find them in your Farmer's Market for sure. I've seen them at places like Trader Joe's and a couple other markets. Definitely, if you see it, pick up a pound, pick up half a pound, pick up something. Let me know what you do with them. If you recreated the blistered shishito and you have your spin on it, drop me a comment, let me know. Also, the yakitori. If you have another style, do vegetarian with tofu, that would be fantastic too. I think I'm going to do that later this week. So anyway, thank you for watching this video. Smash all those buttons, likes, the bell that's up there. Just ding ding on that. And when I upload a video, you'll be notified straight to your phone, iPad, whatever device that you have. And thank you for watching. And I'll see you on the next Farmer's Market series coming very soon.